Last year I took a flight to go study in Cuba thanks to a scholarship. Now, I could tell you how they were trying to kill all the mosquitoes bringing the Zika virus, and they were doing that by firing this white poison in our rooms, and we didn't have second covers for our beds, but that's another story. Good morning everybody. Apparently today I'm super sick and I have yellow eyes, I have something in my stomach like guts, and yesterday I passed out, I crashed my head in a little village called San Antonio de los Baños. So today they are trying to bring me to the best hospital here in Cuba, and I do not know if my insurance will cover it. Valerio and Simone, they will join me in this adventure. So, before going to Havana, let me tell you exactly what has happened. We were in the middle of the village. This village is called San Antonio de los Baños, has around 20,000 people and is next to the school. Next means 15 minutes by bus. And I was feeling pretty bad until the moment I passed out. Fortunately, there was one girl from the school, Daniela from Colombia. She saw me and she started to throw cold beer on my head because she didn't have water, I didn't have water, and at some point she called the taxi, and the taxi was 30 minutes late because, well, he was having dinner with the family, and that's how it works there in Cuba. With the taxi we went to the school. She left me at the little clinic of the school, and this woman over there, the nurse I mean, she told me, you should take the Wawa means bus, and go back to the village. So I went back to the village, and in the village there is a little hospital. In this little hospital they had a needle, they put it inside my hand, and my hand started becoming huge, like surprisingly big, probably like a basketball. And I told to them, please take out this needle or needle, I do not know the word in English, and I said, I really do not want it, please take it out, and they told me, oh, we are gonna put it in the other hand, and I was like, no, please, I just want to leave the hospital. So I signed the 1 million papers, every person in the room signed papers, and finally they let me outside of the hospital. I went back on the Wawa, the bus, and I went back to school. At school I said, oh, I don't care, I'm sick, I'm totally white, I'm violet, but I just wanna sleep and I'll feel okay. So I was in my room speaking with one professor, and they come 2 guards of the school with the nurse, and they told me, you must sleep in the little hospital of the school, otherwise blah 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 and so on. I do not remember exactly what they said, of course, but I had to go sleep in the hospital of the school, and the rule was that I couldn't leave the hospital until the main doctor was going to meet me. And they told me the main doctor will come tomorrow at 7 AM. And it was like 7 AM, the doctor didn't come, I just wanted to leave the hospital. It was 8 AM, the doctor didn't come, it was 9, it was 10, then she finally came. And I was so happy, but at the same time, my eyes, they were completely yellow, and you could see that I was sick. So, and my stomach was totally killing me, like, it was like doing abs full time, which is amazing because, I mean, I was getting really skinny and it was perfect. But regarding my health, I was feeling totally bad, and I started to tell her, look, I feel okay, I want to leave the hospital, and she said, no, you're not gonna leave this hospital, you're gonna stay here until I check you, and then we'll see. She checked me, and, well, she said something like, you have hepatitis, maybe you have this, maybe you have this, and you know what, if you do not go to the hospital in Havana, you are not gonna make it back to Italy. And I was like, oh no, come on, it's not possible. And there were so many people worrying about this. I was like, no man, woman, I'm fine, and don't worry about me. And they forced me to take this new Wawa, the one you're about to see. So we're going to the hospital with this car. Lucia is inside. So that's what you call an ambulance here in Cuba.
Ciao Michele, va bene? Siamo qui in questo camion Per andare a Lavana faremo un giretto bello
shopping
con Valerio.
Eccomi.
I just got the insurance. I need to advance some money and we'll see if it's possible to get them back in Italy. So we got to the hospital for foreigners. It's called Sira Garcia. So while I was in this hospital, Simone and Valerio had the best dinner they ever had in Cuba. They told me in the international hospital they have international food. By international food they mean French fries and pollo. I mean chicken. So they said, oh man, if you wanna eat a really good chicken you should go eat in the hospital. But regarding that, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Anyway, so I was telling you, and in the hospital they took my blood and they took 90 euros. They checked my head because I was losing blood from my head, but there was nothing to say. I was okay, my blood was okay, my pee was having normal colors, was okay, everything was okay. And I told them, so what do I have? And they were like, we don't know. And then I suggested them, maybe I ate something wrong. Yeah, you could be poisoned by food. Yeah, that's a possibility. And they gave me a medicine. Then, regarding the food in the school sucks. It's totally bad. It's not better in the village. In Havana, depends. There are very few restaurants where you can normally eat food, but in most of them, it sucks. Anyway, so I have two possibilities. Or it was the fat meat, and now you're about to see the photo, it sucks. Practically in school you have always rice and then you may have some meat. And usually the meat is pork, and usually they give you just the fat part of the pork. So, or it was the fat pork that gave me this poison, or it was the fish of the day before, because in the little restaurant next to the school they said, oh, we have a special fish today, Michele, you wanna try? And I was like, of course I wanna try. Finally something new, finally something that is not rice. I do not know why now I'm speaking English with Italian accent more than ever. Anyway, so I was food poisoned, and that's the story. And now let's go back to the school. Apparently I'm fine, I just have some sickness from food and everything is great.